Yo, 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 what's the dealio, man? Listen, you already know I got a straight banger for you today, y'all, right? So check this out in this video. We're going to change your life with this one, man. What we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about swing trading, right? How to become a more efficient swing trader, right? I want to really help clear this stuff up, right, for you, right? So I want to clear this up and make this more digestible and easier to understand and fathom, right? So that's what we're gonna focus on today, right? It's gonna be swing trading. I love swing trading. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's extremely simple when you understand the formula to a profitable swing trade, right? So we're gonna go deep into that. If you just tuning in, man, be sure to like this video for me. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel. We bring you daily videos every single day to help change your life. All right. So what we're gonna do is, before we get into the swing trades real quick, I got to shout out our guy Nard, right? As you can see right here, he doubled his account, right? In 1 month, he joined, he said he put $600 in for a small account. He doubled his account in 1 month, right? What does that mean? $600 to $2,600, right? But that's $1,000 to $3,000. That's $5,000 to $15,000. That's $500 to $1,500, right? This stuff is life-changing, right? It is a life-changing thing, man. So shout out to everybody that's inside of the Prosperity Collective that's getting them gains every single day. We've been going crazy this week. We've been going crazy, all right? So if you want to join the Prosperity Collective, go to the link in the description below, and we're going to get into this swing trading, man, right? So the first thing to understand, y'all, the first thing to understand is I want you to look at swing trading as a continuous movement, right? A continuous movement. So what do I mean by a continuous movement? The same way that you're paying attention to the 5-minute time frame, you pay attention to the daily time frame the same way, right? So if I see let's say I see a candlestick, and this candlestick is on the 5-minute time frame, and it is a bullish indicator, right? You may get a move that you're looking for in the next, let's say 2 to 3 candles on the 5-minute time frame, right? So this trade may take 15 to 20 minutes, right? Okay. So now I want you to go to the daily time frame. If you're swing trading off the daily time frame, then what you want to do is you want to say, okay, if I was going to get in on a candle off of the 5-minute time frame and my move was going to be made in 15 to 20 minutes, that's 3 to 4 candles, right? 15 to 20 minutes, 5-minute time frame, 3 to 4 candles, right? Okay. So on the daily time frame, you're going to, let's say the same type of strategy or whatever your strategy is, let's say you're expecting the move to be made in 2 to 3 candles. What does that mean? That's 2 to 3 days, right? If you're swinging off the weekly time frame, that's 2 or 3 candles. That's 2 or 3 weeks, right? So you really got to understand this, because people always ask, okay, what about the expiration date, right? What's the expiration date that I should really be getting? Because when you are swing trading, if it's on a Monday and you get a Friday expiration versus the next Friday's expiration, your percentage per profits is going to be a little bit more the shorter the time frame of an expiration that you get, right? So follow me with what I'm saying here, y'all, right? So if you do swing trade and you get a weekly expiration contract this week, you have the potential to make more money, right? But if you want to be a little bit safer, you may not make as much money, but you'll be safer and you'll have more time on your contract, right? So when do you get a more out of the money contract, not out of the money, further expiration or a closer expiration? That's all going to be predicated on your understanding of your strategy that you're trading. And when I say strategy, I'm talking about what is the setup that you're trading on swing trades, right? Is it bullish divergence? Is it the strat method, right? Is it a demand zone bounce, right? What is the strategy or the setup that you're trading? And also, what is the strategy you're trading and when is your entry point? Are you taking a little bit of a premature entry? Are you entering off of momentum, right? All these things matter. So you really want to know, what is my strategy that I am trading? If you don't know the setup or the strategy that you're trading, you're not going to know how to trade that strategy, right? Are you doing a rinse and repeat? The stock just came up, right? It came right back down to where it came from. You take an entry there and it's going to go back up, right? What company is it? Some companies may have a pullback. It ain't going to be for a day or a couple days. They pullbacks may last 2 weeks if they get pinned under that support level that they just broke under, right? So you got to understand, what is a setup that I am trading, right? And you also want to ask yourself, what's my threshold on how long I want to be in this trade, right? Because you can get an expiration date out 3 months and take profits 2 days later. There's no limit to that. But you got to ask yourself, what amount of time do you plan on being in the trade? If you don't plan on being in the trade longer than 2 days, regardless, then you could get the same week or the next week's expirations. Now, the other thing I will say is, depending on the weekly contracts versus the contracts that are a little bit further out, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, you also want to ask yourself, what is my risk tolerance? And what is my risk management strategy, right? How are you managing your risk for your account, right? Because if you have a nice size account, you may be a day trader and trade 3 week out contracts. That may be your style, right? It all does depend on your contract size, your risk management, and what is the actual strategy that you are trading, right? And how long do you plan on being in this trade? Don't just get in a trade because a stock came down and be like, okay, I'm gonna give it 8 months. You can do that, but that is an inefficient way of trading, right? And you can make money doing that. But if we want to talk about becoming very efficient, very precise, executing these trades with precision, we got to talk about the understanding, right? The risk management, and really being able to focus on knowing and identifying what setup you are trading. Because when you know what setup you're trading, you'll know how long things should take for this setup, right? You don't want to just have everything out there in the open. There's about 2 setups, swing trading setups, that I love. And I know they usually take about 2 to 3 days to pan out, if not the next day. If it doesn't pan out in 2 days, then I might just get out, depending on where we're at with the levels and stuff. But the reason why swing trading is so powerful and so important is because you don't have to day trade. You don't have to watch the charts all day. All you need to know is, what are your levels and what's your price target, right? It's simple as that. What are your levels and what is your price target? Something that I always say when I'm swing trading: never enter at the high of a move or of a leg, right? Because when you're swing trading, let's say you want to, if you're doing like overnight swings, I'm not talking about this. But more so, like if you want to hold it for a week or 2 weeks, right? If you see a trend that just popped up, wait for the pullback, right? Because you have to understand that people take profits on an uptrend, right? Investors take profits. Even though the stock is in an uptrend, people will take profits. The stock will come down and then they'll reinvest after they secure some profits, or more people will come in right? And then it'll go up higher on the next leg, right? So you have a leg, a pullback, and then another leg, and then another pullback and another leg, right? So if you miss the first leg, wait for the pullback to enter so that the next leg is created, because all it's going to do is you're going to enter at the bottom and then you're going to ride it up to the top of the previous leg, and if it breaks past that, then you're going to take it to the next high of that leg, right? So another way to figure out, okay, my expiration is, you need to back test your trading strategy. You need to back test your trading strategy, your swing trading strategy. Because what happens, when we look at business, the biggest businesses in the world have what? They got systems. So you got to create your trading system from a philosophical perspective, right? Look at all the biggest, greatest sports teams, right, and sports organizations in the history of sports. They had a philosophy on how they played that sport, right? As much as I can't stand them, the New England Patriots, they was a team of the decade. As much as I couldn't stand them, the San Antonio Spurs, they were very boring, right? Tim Duncan, he gonna hit you off the backboard all the time, right? Boring, but he is a Hall of Famer. He's great, right? Tony Parker, right? All these sports stars. Look at the Lakers. They had something called the triangle offense, right? That is a philosophy. So you got to start to understand, what's my philosophy when it comes to trading? And if you don't have a philosophy, then learn from me, right? Learn from the Prosperity Collective, right? But you got to have something that is telling you kind of how to think about this thing. Because if you're trying to do 5 different things, you're not going to make any money. The real money, they always say the riches is in the niches, right? Same thing with trading. You ain't got to do all this elaborate stuff. You know what you do have to do? You got to lock in and find your edge. And sometimes it takes time to develop what your edge truly is, right? But you got to lock in and you got to find that edge. And when you find that edge, you got to go deep on the edge and master it and master it and master it, right? This is the stuff I'm talking about. We can go to the charts. I love the charts, but we got to be able to organize how you're even looking at swing trading. We got to be able to organize it. We got to be able to structure it so that we can simplify this stuff. It's a continuous flow. You got to look at every single candle as one day. So if the stock pulled back on the daily time frame, that does not mean that it's over. That does not mean that you should get scared out of your position. All it means is it pulled back. And that's it. This is why you got to be patient, right? This is why I love momentum with my swing trades. I don't want to get caught up in the decay, getting burned. I want to catch it at the momentum right before that breakout, right? Right before it go crazy. And I want to take my profits. And that's it. I want to buy low and I want to sell high. I want to enter in before it is obvious, and I want to exit when it is obvious to enter in, because then that's when I'm going to be able to sell high from my low buy and I'm going to be good, right? So you got to really, really, really ask yourself, like, how am I trying to really do this, right? If you have a job, swing trading is beautiful. You got to learn how to set your alerts, use your alerts, learn how to read the charts, and you need to know what your levels are, right? What your support and resistances are in that area on that chart. And you got to know what your price target is. And you got to know when the trade is not going in your direction. But if you get a long enough expiration, even if the stock doesn't go in your favor, then you could easily stay in that trade and it could still end up a win. Right? So this is how we become better swing traders, right? We got to get in our bag and we got to understand the game from a high level. You have to understand when you're trading, you're going up against some of the most smart people in the world, the smartest softwares and algorithms in the world too. That's why patience is so important with swing trading. An impatient person will never be profitable swing trading. You got to learn how to master patience. If you need the money today, do not swing trade, because all that's going to happen is you're going to give your money to Wall Street, because when they pull the stocks back, you're going to get out and then you're going to be unprofitable because you're going to be a master at buying high and selling low instead of buying low and selling high. Okay? So what is your strategy? What is your trading system? What is your setup that you're trading? That's going to help you know when your expiration date should be, right? Back test your setup that you are trading. If you're not able to back test that strategy, what does that mean? That means that it's not a real strategy, because a strategy or a setup will show itself on the charts all the time in multiple different stocks, and you can see how that setup works and how to trade that setup. All right, y'all. So listen, this video, I hope it helped you and I hope that it changed your life, and I hope that it's the catalyst to you making a lot of money in the stock market via swing trading. All right. If you guys want to build out your trading system, be sure to click the link in the description and book a one-on-one, or join the Prosperity Collective. We day trade and we swing trade, and we hit some smackers and we call bangers every single day, every single week. All right. So I hope that helped you guys, man. Like I always say, make sure you get up out your head and go get into this world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right. And also remember, y'all, the more you study, the less you worry. All right. Y'all stay smooth, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in. I'm going to catch you guys on the next video. Peace.